My name is Bobbie Erskine Muhlinghause. My parents are Robert and Tenny Hammond Erskine. I have one sister, Tenny Lou Henley Webster. I have many pleasant memories of growing up in Odds, in a community where people were so close and worked so well together for the good of all. It seems that if anyone had a problem, it was everyone's problem. We did not lock our house unless we were going to be gone all day. The key was left on a ledge on the front porch, and everyone knew where it was. We might come home to a note that said, "I took your pressure cooker, ice cream freezer, etc. Please let me know if you need it before I return it." Or there might be a sack of vegetables or fruit on the table, or some fresh sausage and icebox or in the refrigerator later, with a note saying, "We killed hogs today, hope you enjoy." Our school was called Locust Grove. It was about a half a mile from where we lived. And in the beginning, when I started the school, we had 3 rooms and went through two years of high school. And later it went down to 2 rooms, and the last 2 years I went to school, we had 7 grades in 1 room. When I was growing up, we got a good education in Odds, and we had a lot of school activities. We participated in playing softball and basketball with surrounding communities like Criswell and Big Hill. We put on plays, and some of our teachers were Mr. and Mrs. Bird, and Miss Lewis, Miss Laws, Tenny Hale, Pearl and L.D. McLennan, and we just had a great group of teachers. We went to the Methodist church, and we had church 1 Sunday a month. The Baptist church had church 2 Sundays a month. So if they were having church and we were not, we went to our Sunday school and then attended their church, and many of them did the same. And in later years, it got to the point where the 2 churches could not get by. There weren't enough people. And they joined, formed a union, and they had church in the Methodist church. They sold the Baptist church to do repairs on the Methodist church, and they used Baptist literature 1 month and Methodist literature the next month in the Sunday schools. And they had alternate pastors to come at least once a month, either Methodist or Baptist. There's about 3 different stories about how Odds got its name. The one that I was told was that when they started to open the post office, they had to send in some suggested names. They sent in 3 names, and there was already a post office in Texas by those names. So they sent another list, and either at the top or the bottom, somebody wrote odds and ends. That wasn't even a suggested name, but the name came back as Odds. We had a gin, and it was a very busy gin. People came from miles around, and in the summer they would be lined up from the community up to the school waiting to get their cotton ginned. And my daddy bought cotton for a man in Mart at the gin. The Marlin Oil Company owned the gin. And a number of people, that was the first job that they had, was working at the gin during cotton season. At one time there were 2 grocery stores, a meat market, and a garage that sold gasoline and had a blacksmith. He did a lot of blacksmith work, and he also did some mechanical work. And of course the gin was a big draw, especially during the ginning season. And the first people that I remember having the main store, which was a general store, was my Aunt Lena and Uncle Lloyd Coleman. But after they moved, the Earl Hancocks had the store, and they lived next door to us, and Earl Jr. and Jerry and Altalila and Joanne were our main playmates because they were so close. The only thing to show where odds was is the historical marker that my friend Earl Hancock and I got together several years ago and got an odds history and got the historical marker.